Is this
too far away?
too far away?
Let's bring this closer and let's put that down lower.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
That feels more personal.
Sound wise, is it gonna be good?
Yeah, it'll be good.
I feel like it's gotta be closer to our faces.
Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. Is that what you're wanting?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm too tall. We have something to talk about.
We don't normally do one takes, but we're gonna try and do a one take for this video. Just a very quick edit for Michael for later.
Yeah, mostly, I mean, my head looks really big because I'm like sitting forward and you're really tiny. There, now she's got the big head. So, I'm sitting on the hump right now.
Just so you know, the kids have been put to bed and they're whining right now. But that's real life right now because everybody's not feeling very good.
Okay, so there's a couple of things that have been on my mind lately. Today specifically, and it's really kind of got me scared.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys probably know our friends, the Tannerites, and the Haunted Adventure, and there's a whole bunch of other people. Their entire channels have been demonetized, and I'm kind of in a panic right now because...
He's not kind of in a panic. He's in a full-fledged panic. It might be on the inside, but he's like freaking out.
Yeah. But I show it in a weird way.
Which is... Just kidding.
I just get stressed and irritated really easily.
He's irritable.
Like, all I really want to do right now is just like go watch a show or play a video game. Just kind of want to zone out of everything and pretend
Like
that the world
nothing's
isn't crumbling all around us. So far, we've been okay, for which I'm very grateful. But because this is happening so much and so fast all around us to our friends, I'm really scared that it could happen to us at any minute.
I want to bring the camera closer. It feels too far away. And it's too high up.
Now you're making me edit.
I'm not trying. You can leave it in.
Ellie screaming in the background.
Okay, I think that's good.
Okay, wow, that's great.
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Okay.
That's actually further away now.
It is not.
It's further away than it was.
It is not. Here, let's do this. There we go.
Oh, that's better.
That's perfect.
Yeah, no, there we go. Hi.
You did that on purpose. Your head was in
There,
the frame.
now my head is in the right spot, but I'm like slouching down on this couch. Hey, you framed it up perfectly for you, but not for me. That's not
Good
fair.
for you right now. You
I'm
look great.
slouching. I feel like a bum.
You look like a beach bum.
Okay, see,
So that's good.
I'm so irritable. I'm making fights about dumb things.
Yeah, actually, I want to talk about that.
Really?
No.
Is that on your list?
Well, if you want
We
to.
don't need to talk about that.
Well, we should talk about that.
There's so many other things I want to talk about.
Talk about that stuff first.
I mean, I don't know. It's like the camera goes on and my mind goes blank. I guess I'm just afraid that we might lose monetization. And, I mean, to some of you, that might seem like silly. Like,
Not a big deal.
yeah, like, so what? So what? So what happens if we lose monetization, you know?
Well, let's talk about that. What would happen if we lost monetization right now?
I don't even want to talk about it.
We have to talk about it. That's why we're taking this video. Everything I say, you're like, I don't want to talk about that. If we lost monetization, right now, where we're at in our situation, we would have to get a different job.
We'd have to do something.
We'd have to do something different.
Because how are we going to survive? I mean, at this point, we've been living off of YouTube for we've been living off of YouTube for a year and a half.
A year and a half.
18 months we've been surviving off of the income we generate by making YouTube videos.
Yep.
Which is awesome.
It's so good.
And even now, like, our channel's still okay for now.
Yeah.
But
honestly, if we lost
I'm
this,
freaking out.
If we lost this, we would lose jobs for a lot of our family members because we have hired a lot of our family. We would lose our house. We would, I mean, that's worst case scenario, right? Like,
but it's happening.
It's happening to all of our friends right now.
A lot of our friends.
A lot of our friends right now, and that's terrifying because that could be us. Why them, not us? We don't even know.
Maybe our next video will be us because we're not monetized anymore.
I don't know. But I do want to say that what's so scary about this is we've been through the adpocalypse. Like, we've been through other times where a video will get demonetized because, and it's like our biggest video or whatever at that point. Like, we've had the baby zombie maternity costume that was demonetized at one point, wasn't it?
Never.
Oh, the zombie princess?
Zombie music video.
Zombie princess music
video. But
video.
that's on Pins and Things.
On Pins and Things, that got demonetized. I don't even know, is it still demonetized? See, like, that's happened to us. And how a YouTube channel works is, like, there will be certain videos that just carry the whole channel. And, like, that's what you hope for. What you really would hope for is every single video is viral. That would be best case scenario.
Yeah.
But that's just not how it is for our channel. So we put up videos every day, and every now and then we get lucky and we get one video that does really well. And so really the bulk of our videos don't make the bulk of our money. There's a few videos that make the bulk of our money. So we've had some times where one video will get demonetized, and it's scary because it brings you back to reality. It makes you think, oh, our life is all built on these few videos that's helping us to survive.
It's so fragile. It's so fickle. At any minute, it could just collapse out from underneath.
And you don't know why something goes viral. We don't know why. We can analyze as much as we want, but we can't just be like, if we make this video, boom, we'll get 1 million views. Actually, at this point, I think that we could do 1 million views. But the tricky part is figuring out what would do 50 million views.
We couldn't do it every day anyway.
And we couldn't do it every day. It's the hard stuff.
So we've been doing daily vlogs on the beach house for almost 3 years. Exactly, actually. At the end of this year, it will be 3 years. And I bet majority of you haven't even seen all of our videos. Because we've got over 1,000 daily vlogs. But my concern is some of those videos are borderline potentially, like, they could shut down our channel.
Twerking, like, that's,
yeah.
Who knows? Maybe that's bad.
Well, it got flagged.
Well, okay, here's the thing. This is what I was getting at. All of these channels right now that are being shut down, if you didn't know what's happening, there are certain channels that are just being completely demonetized. That's what's happening. Our friends, that's happened to the Ohana Adventure and the Tannerites, and they're close friends. And what's so scary about that is nobody knows why. There are theories, and we can analyze and we can try to figure it out, but really nobody really can give us a straight answer as to why some people are getting all of their money taken away from all of their hard work from YouTube. So that's what's so scary, because it could be us or it could not, but we don't know, but we're freaking out.
Yep, because this is a scary possibility. But what I was getting at is we have so many videos on our channel, we haven't missed a day. And Daryl Eves actually said one of his tips and suggestions to people if they're concerned about getting their channel shut down is any videos that are potentially questionable, to delete them.
Yeah.
And I'm torn because we have worked so hard on this channel. We haven't missed a day in almost 3 years. The idea of going back and deleting videos, it's like it would destroy.
Like a goal of ours, and it's been so difficult to do that. It has not been easy to post every single day.
Yeah, it's like we would have to destroy our perfect record. And not only that, but I feel like if we lost this, if we lost what we've built here, it's like all that time and all that work is almost like worthless. You know, and I know like we've made a good impact in so many people's lives, and we hear from all of you guys. Like, I can't even say how many times I've gotten messages from you guys and letters in the mail and emails
You guys are so sweet.
Of just how we've been able to touch your life, and that alone has almost made it like completely worthwhile to even do this. But we still have to provide for our family. We have
to make a living.
But I mean, if we lost monetization, would we stop making videos, or would we keep doing this? And
well, first off,
it's hard
I
to
think
know.
that brings me actually to a point, if you're ready to move on to a different subject.
Totally.
That brings me up to a point of something that I think is a very valuable, important lesson that we've learned through YouTube is basically to go where the money is, or to problem solve and to, well, how did I write it down? Yeah, problem solving. But more than that, like, to be constantly willing to change and improve and do things differently than you were doing them. Because YouTube, which is the whole way we're making money, constantly is changing and improving and doing things differently and new. And so if we stay the same and they're constantly improving, we're gonna stay the same. We're probably not gonna make more money. But if we're trying to like do our very best and we notice that something is doing well through YouTube, then we try to change and we try to make that happen, and we try to follow the trends or do what's working. We're trying to do what's working. So basically the lesson that we've learned through YouTube is do what works, go where the money is to survive. And that's a scary thought, because if money is not in YouTube for us anymore, what are we gonna do?
Because we still have to put food on the table and
we still have to survive and
live.
And we have a lot of ideas for ways to make money, but at this current time, YouTube is the way that makes us money. Like, it is.
And it's our favorite.
It's our favorite.
I
it's
love
the most fun. It's the great job. And it is
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. It's not just easy.
It's the most false advertised job I think I've ever seen, because you only see the fun parts. You know, we can edit out the bad parts of our life, we can edit out the sad parts of our life,
and we do,
and we can edit out the part that you never see, which is the actual editing and the behind the scenes.
We edit out the hard work because that's boring to watch, and all you guys probably.
This video is probably boring to watch for a lot of you, but you know what?
Honestly,
we have to get real. We're getting real right now.
When I heard about the Ohana Adventures monetization going away, I heard about that today. It hit me so hard because I'd already heard about the Tannerites, but when it hit them too, it's like that happened just today. I have probably refreshed my analytics screen on YouTube, not only on my phone but also on my computer, at least 100 times in the last couple hours, because I'm like fully expecting at any second to see all my monetization off. Like, I'm freaking out. I compared it to like in Florida where I grew up, when we would have hurricanes, we'd board up all the windows and we'd hunker down in our home and we would just listen to the wind hit the boards
and hope for the best,
and hope that a tree doesn't come crashing down on our house. And that's kind of how I feel right now. Like, I feel like I'm just kind of hunkering down, holding my breath, and hoping, and we've been praying that our whole world doesn't come crashing down on us.
If anything, right now, this is a really good lesson for us of teaching us that we need to not have all of our eggs in one basket.
Absolutely.
You know, this is reality.
We can't.
These are our actual friends. These are people that this is happening to.
It's unwise to have everything relying on one thing.
Yeah.
Because then if you lose that one thing.
And in a way, we're doing something that's not very smart at all, and that is having our income and multiple family members' income all relying on this one job. Right. And that's dangerous, because at any point, yes, we don't have like somebody who we're working under. We don't have like a boss. But YouTube really is our boss. It's just, YouTube is going through some really tough times right now. Growing pains, shrinking pains, whatever, advertising pains.
Yeah. Honestly, honestly, I don't know what to think. My hope my gut tells me that in 6 months from now, this will be over, and everything will be fine.
Like, it will be different. Whatever it is, it will be different.
But I'm hoping that it is okay. Like, I hope that it all sorts itself out in a good way.
It will. I do.
I even have hope for the Ohana Adventure and the Tannerites, that somehow YouTube gets their act together and makes it right.
Yeah. Because
the idea of them being fully unmonetized forever and never getting that back just feels so wrong to me. And I just hope that they fix it.
I do too.
And I hope that we don't get stuck losing out on everything for any period of time.
Yeah.
Because that's just scary.
Pause all this. We need to take a step back. Because almost always in my life, when things are starting to go bad, it doesn't seem like only one thing goes bad. It seems like everything starts to fall apart. So currently, right now, I've got a bad head cold, and all the kids are sick, and Michael hurt his foot, and the house is a disaster.
I worked hard to clean it today.
Besides the parts that he cleaned, everything that he didn't clean is a disaster. And you know, it just feels like the world is coming to an end. It feels like everything is falling apart right now.
Right before Christmas.
Right before Christmas. But you know what? I have to say this. I feel like when that happens, something big is about to happen. Some huge change is about to occur. And I do feel like it's almost like a trial from Heavenly Father or a trial from Satan. Either one, all I know is that everything's gonna be okay because I'm not gonna die from this. You know what I mean? Like, we'll still be alive. I hope we don't die.
I hope you'll stand by me and we'll just be together.
We're not gonna die from this though. You know what I mean? And everything is going to work out the way that it's supposed to. And this just makes me think I really, really want to have faith in Heavenly Father. Like, for me, sometimes when things are going too good, it's almost like, why am I here again? Because I believe we're supposed to be here to be like, to go through trials and to have a hard time sometimes. I mean, how else are we supposed to learn? We're here to learn, we're here to progress. And how much progression do you see when everything goes perfectly all the time? You don't. You sometimes have to have things go wrong or things to change, and you have to be able to make a decision to either stay the same and digress, or move forward and figure out something new and do something different and not put all your eggs in one basket and not all die from the cold. But you know what I mean? Like, this is an eye-opening experience for us because we're like, dang it, we really have all of our eggs in one basket and we need to improve, we need to change, we need to figure out more income other places. And I truly believe that if we wanted to, we would never have to go back to a regular job again. At this point, we could make other things work.
Yeah. We
really could. And I don't want to. I don't ever want you to have to go back to a normal job.
I'm okay with that.
Good. Either way, I just feel like it's all gonna work out. It's all gonna be fine. It probably is gonna be hard though.
Scary.
And it is scary. Right now, it's really scary.
Really scary.
Refresh your phone.
What?
See if it's right now. Just kidding.
I just refreshed it.
You did?
Yeah, while you were rambling, I was like, I'm gonna just check. We're good still.
For the second, we're good.
It's still scary. I don't know. I just hope that we're okay. I think that if we lost monetization, I think that I want to keep doing videos. Because I like having the memories for our family, and I like to be able to share with you guys, and you guys have invested a lot of time into us. I mean, how many of you have been here for over a year or 2 years or 3 or more than 3 years? Maybe some of you have been here from the beginning of Pins and Things.
From Pins and Things. That's
So,
pretty crazy.
I mean, I feel like you guys have really invested a lot into us watching our videos. That has value.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think about I think about the Shaytards a lot.
What?
Because I love the Shaytards. And I watched them for years. And when they stopped posting, that was really, like, it was good for them as a family. And I support them making the choice that they made, especially in the time that they did it.
Yeah.
Because they've been going through a lot of tough times. But I miss them and I want to see them. Because I still need that. I still crave that.
It's almost like, it's maybe not even a craving. It's more like,
I crave it.
Oh, like you see family and you grow up with family and then all of a sudden you don't see them for years. That's like, I need to see my family and see how they're doing. I want to see if they're okay.
Yeah.
So I just had a thought while we were talking about this, because what would our options be?
Well, we can do whatever we want.
We can do whatever we want. But we also have to make a living. So something that was an option that I was thinking is maybe we could use Patreon and have it be crowdfunded for us to keep going.
Interesting. Even if it's just like we only make $10 per
shirts,
video, or if we could even get a Patreon to support a little bit,
yeah,
you know, that's a good idea.
Because if you guys,
we don't need a ton to survive.
We don't need a ton, but like we would need to have some income, and in order to continue to do the beach house, this is all talking
daily.
About if
we want to do it daily,
because I think
if worst case we could still do a video even if it's just once a week or a couple times a week, just so we're not.
That makes me sad. Even just you saying that, I'm like, I don't want to do that.
I don't either.
I know you.
But if we had to work other jobs to provide, we're not going to have the time that we can put into making videos like we do right now.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be as consistent. It wouldn't be as exciting and fun because she's sick. She's got a
Sorry, guys.
Mm-hmm. So we would have to make do with the time that we have. But I didn't even think about Patreon.
Patreon is a good option to have some.
We'd probably have to do more brand deals. Hopefully you guys are okay with that. We would need to do more
brand deals to survive, and we would need to do probably Patreon.
I would happily watch my favorite YouTubers do as many brand deals as they want.
If you could continue to watch
If it meant that they kept making videos.
Yeah.
Because if we could do brand deals to
just be supportive of them.
If we can even do just a few brand deals a month to pay for our bills and to survive, then we could keep doing videos.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as YouTube keeps promoting us.
And we also have the option of doing more work through LipSense with LipSense. Like, we're not optionless. Like, we haven't been completely blind to the fact that we need to have more
diversity,
more streams of income than just one.
Mm-hmm. That's why you started LipSense.
That's why I started LipSense. I was like,
that's a big reason why.
It's a big reason why.
The main reason is because we love LipSense.
Yeah, and I was like, I would rather do this than a brand deal.
So
it's something that I love.
You love the product, but it makes sense to do it as a business because it's good to have multiple income.
It's a really smart business idea, especially when you have. It's barely adequate.
Okay, we're back. LipSense is great. That's where we're at.
So.
Anyway, we have options.
Yeah.
We'll make it work. I think even if we lost monetization, we're not going anywhere. I just hope that if we lose monetization, YouTube still pushes our videos.
Yeah.
Because if we're demonetized, what if no one ever sees our videos? Like you'd never get a notification. You'd have to like actively come to our channel
to see it
every day.
Would they not give us notification if we weren't making money off of it?
YouTube can do whatever they want, and if they're not making money off of our videos, why would they promote our videos?
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is all conversation, by the way, that we would have just on our own.
Yeah.
That we have all the time.
We've been talking about this for hours.
Stuff, but we just don't normally talk about it with you guys around us, too. So.
But it's... I wanted to have this talk with you guys because some of you might be interested. Some of you probably don't care. But for those that are interested, I as a fan or as a viewer of my favorite YouTubers, I would love to hear their deep thoughts, their real thoughts, because I like to know that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's not all fun and games here.
Not
Even though
always.
it looks like it.
I mean, with
Even
Ryan,
though we're crazy.
with Ryan, it is all fun and games.
That's true.
That's why I had to kick him out of this. He wanted to be here, and I was like, no.
I'm sorry. And he said it, and then he felt really bad.
I was like, Ryan, I don't want you to be here.
I don't want your input on this. And then Ryan was like, okay, bye. Well, he thought it was
I felt really
funny,
bad
but
because
then Michael's like, I'm sorry.
Ryan's just too goofy, and I am not in that mood right now.
He likes to lighten the conversation. Ryan, are you in the kitchen?
I think it's Jessica.
Okay.
I think he's watching movies in our room.
Okay.
Anyway, I love Ryan. We all love Ryan. But
And I appreciate his humor. Just not at this conversation.
right. There's a time and a place. For sure. But I think that's all I wanted to talk about. I'm just freaking out. I'm just scared. Tomorrow morning we're gonna make gingerbread houses.
Yeah.
And we're gonna post a video about that.
We're
and
just
it's
gonna
be fun.
keep posting videos.
We are.
I'm gonna be honest though. I'm gonna be completely honest. If we were to lose monetization and have that happen right now, our game plan, my game plan would be to go to the temple and to pray. And if I was told through prayer from my Heavenly Father that we were not going to be, that we were supposed to take a break, or that we weren't supposed to keep posting, or if we were supposed to keep posting, I would do whatever he said. Whatever he said. So even though I'm telling you right now, of course we'd keep posting, I don't know if that would happen unless I felt right about it, because that would really be a time for us. We would have to reevaluate. We would have to reevaluate everything and pray about it and decide what we feel in our heart is the right thing to do.
Yeah. That's a good point.
What we'll do.
That's a good point. I mean,
that's our game plan, actually.
how we feel right now could change.
Yeah.
And we have to be able to do what we feel right as parents and as providers, and
in all ways, in all aspects.
I mean, yeah. Even if we're not continuing to do YouTube for our income, I would still want to post updates. Just because I feel
when you live with, here's the thing, when you are a daily vlogger, I will watch Jared or Ellie and Jared sometimes, and I used to watch the Shea Tards all the time. When you grow up with somebody like that, when you spend years of your time every day, you count on watching their video, you need to see how they're doing. You care about them.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be part of their lives, or at least be able to see part of their lives.
Absolutely.
And so to have that completely disappear, I actually, you know what, I do get cravings to watch the Shea Tards.
I do too.
And every now and then it's just like a taste in my mouth. I'm like, dang it, I wish they had new videos that I could watch every day.
And then I think, well, actually, I haven't even watched all their old videos yet.
Yeah, you need to get cracking on that.
Have you?
I'm pretty sure I have.
Every video the Shea Tards ever posted?
I'm pretty sure I have. I had a lot of time before we started posting our own.
Well, I guess if we ever stop posting videos, you guys could go back and watch old videos. We could do compilations of old videos.
That's sad. You know
We'll
what?
keep doing stuff.
We'll probably post on Facebook, and we'll probably post on Amazon if we can. If we can get an Amazon.
Because somebody else is going to show up other than YouTube. We might
That's
even
true.
start a new YouTube channel. I was talking about starting a new YouTube channel.
You know what? And none of this is set in stone. None of it. It might all stay exactly the same.
We might stay monetized and never lose it. And
However,
everything's great.
I do get a slight feeling when I say we might all stay exactly the same, that things will change. Because they always do.
Changing. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Overall, we're just going to pray about whatever happens.
Mm-hmm.
if nothing happens, we'll still pray and ask what we're supposed to do, because that's what we do. That's honestly, that is how we've made it through. That is why we are where we are right now. That's the only reason. And the fact that we ask and we act on it. Like, we don't just pray and ask Heavenly Father, hey, what do you want me to do? And he tells us, and then we don't do it. Like, if he tells us what to do, we do it. We don't have to, but we decide to.
Well, our decision is that we have to.
Yeah. We decide to do it.
Okay. You know what? Everything's good. Tomorrow's going to be great. Whatever happens, happens. I just had to talk about this.
I know. I was about to say, Michael was at a point so low tonight that he didn't want to film any other video. He didn't want to edit a video. He didn't want to do anything. He just needed to talk about this. And we both needed to talk about this. And honestly, we needed to talk about it with you guys. To tell you guys kind of what's happening and how scared we are. But everything's going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. Because at least...
one way or another.
I mean, we have a cardboard box we could live in.
That's all we need.
That's all we need. And we got kids. They've got coats. So we're okay.
Hey, you know what, you guys? I want you all to know that we think about you a lot. And we really do love you. You guys are the best fans and friends we could ever hope for.
Best friends.
It just means so much to us that so many of you have been here loyal for so long. And I really, really mean that.
And this is not a goodbye.
Nope. We're not going anywhere.
So just pause the game. Until tomorrow.
Yep, we're gonna do some fun stuff tomorrow.
Yeah. We'll be back.
Okay.
Talk to you later. Bye!
When we were kids, just hanging at the playground, when all we hear is